Hi YouTube. First of all, thank you to all of you guys who've made subscriptions for me for the last few days. I'm really very pleased, so thank you lots and lots for all of you. I hope I will not let you down. I'll try my very best not to let you down and find some interesting things to talk about. So today I thought about that I wanted to talk to you a bit about intelligence and appearances. Because at the moment, I told you about my background, and I told you that I took an education to be able to tell people what not to do and how to make a better world for those with mental weaknesses and mental diseases. So I took this education, and I teach at a school that educates nurses working on psychiatric wards. And I teach at this school, and I'm very good at it. I get a lot of very positive feedback, and people telling me that my story really moved them very deeply, and that I am excellent at telling my story. I'm excellent at answering their questions, and I'm really very compassionate and in the way that I tell it. And they say that they go through this course of, I think it's like a 3-week course, which is for people who are already educated and has worked for a few years. So this is like, I don't know, is it after education? I don't know the word in English, sorry. And all of them works with psychiatric patients, and they come after my classes. They come and they say to me, "You made a difference. I want to go back and do better now." So this is always very positive for me. Recently I'm doing an education to become NLP practitioner and coach, and I'm really very good at this as well. The funny thing is that, and the thing that I wonder about is that I know I look different. I know I don't look average. I know I have strange appearances, and I know that I don't look like everyday people. And I strive very hard not to, because I don't want to be like everybody else. I want to be like me, and I want to stand out and be different and be proud of myself and proud of my achievements. And I really think I should be, because I think I've come a long way. So why should I hide in the big, grey mass of people? Why should I not have this flaming red hair? And why should I not have like the tattoos that I have? And I've got piercings and stuff, and I want to express myself because this is who I am. But the thing is that when people look at me, they tend to think, "Oh, right, so she looks different. She must not be so clever." What? I was like a straight A student all the way through school. Every course I've taken, every education I've begun, since I have not finished any, I've got straight A's. I'm really very clever. I have a lot of knowledge. This course I'm taking now, the NLP course, people come up to me in the breaks and say, "Oh, you're really clever. You know so many things." And I'm like, well, yeah, pay attention. But why is it so surprising? I don't get it. I have a friend whose family is very well, they're very Christian. They're, like almost the Danish version of fundamentalists. And I was invited to his birthday with all of his family. He was turning 30, and it was held at this daycare center that his girlfriend works at, and we borrowed it during the weekend. And when I got there, he was standing next to his mom, and I came in. Well, they could see me out through the windows, and I came in big boots and a miniskirt, and I had a corset on, and I was looking rather good. I had my big, red hair all over, and heavy makeup, a little bit more than now, and my boyfriend was like, with a mohawk, and he had blue hair at the time, and he was wearing also very big boots and black shirts with like safety pins and stuff, and we were doing alright. We looked really good, not trashy, but kind of stylish goth punk things. Anyways, my friend was standing next to his mom, who was really like really believing person, and she looked out the window and she saw us, and she was just started laughing and pointing, and oh, look at those, they must have gone wrong, they don't know where they're going, and so we went over to the door and we opened it, and she was like, oh look, oh, they went all the way in, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. And at precisely that moment, I spotted my friend through the crowd there, and I went over and gave him a great big hug and a kiss on the cheek, and oh, congratulations. And she just stood there, she dropped her ears and mouth, just like, and turned around and walked away. And this was like, a very big birthday party with lots of people and big buffet, and everybody was talking to everybody, going around eating and stuff. Very, very nice. And at some point, his mom comes over to me and trying to strike up a conversation. And I talked to her, and like I talked to everybody else, and told her a bit about my work, and I asked her about her work, and we had a pleasant conversation, just small talk conversation. Afterwards, my friend called me up like a few days later, he said, oh my god, thank you so much. My mom was so impressed with you. She talked to you, and then she came back and she was all like, oh my god, they're totally normal. They're like intelligent and stuff. So I just thought, okay, so the joke's on you for sure, because obviously I can be just as intelligent as you, or even more intelligent than you, because I choose to express myself on a daily basis with a different look. So I'm very creative with my look, so also I must be very creative with my intelligence. Intelligent people are the most interesting people, in my opinion, and interesting people choose to make a difference. They choose to stand out. So obviously, when you see somebody who's looking different, they will think different from you, and I bet you they'd be more intelligent. I don't know anybody who looks like me, or whatever, that is not intelligent. I know lots of people who look just like everybody else, who can't tell, day from night, basically, and who are not very intelligent and not very clever. Of course, I do not need to generalize, and of course there's people looking normal who's also very clever. I just tend to find that within the subculture of people looking weird, there are more intelligent people than in the big mainstream culture where they all look the same. So next time you see somebody looking different, strike up a conversation. You might be really, really surprised. Have a nice day, YouTube.